February, Trump signed an executive order affirming his administration's campaign pledge to expand access to IVF. Nearly 6 months later, the people want to know, what's the sitch on that? Let's review the full timeline. On February 18th, Trump released Executive Order 14216, titled Expanding Access to In Vitro Fertilization, which acknowledged the high cost barrier of IVF and other assisted reproductive technologies and basically got the ball rolling with regards to enacting legislation aiming to reduce out-of-pocket and healthcare plan costs associated with IVF. Per the order, the Assistant to the President for Domestic Policy, Vince Haley, had until May 19th to submit relevant policy recommendations to Trump. The order itself doesn't outline exactly what was meant to come next, but it was assumed that Trump would then review these recommendations and begin the process of translating these into formal legislation through Congress. As it goes, May 19th came and went with no formal update as to the state of this initiative, much to the chagrin of the many Americans who had been holding off on starting IVF because of financial constraints. At this moment, it's been nearly 3 months since that deadline passed, and people are beginning to feel as though the administration has abandoned the original project altogether. Per an MSNBC report from August 5th, White House spokesperson Abigail Jackson stated in response to these sentiments that, quote, "The administration is committed like none before it to using its authority to deliver on this pledge," end quote. So, it looks as though something might happen to increase IVF accessibility. Eventually. In light of the passing of the Big Beautiful Bill Act earlier this summer, which will cut Medicaid funding by 15%, as well as increase pressure mounting on Democrats and Republicans ahead of next year's midterm elections, it remains unclear at this time what exactly the administration plans to do in order to expand IVF access. Consequently, those seeking subsidized reproductive health care at this moment appear to remain in limbo until then.